Hello, and welcome back to the Polished and Powerful podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking about stories over sales. Are you sharing your story? You are the hero of your story. You are the survivor of your story, whatever the story may be. If you overcame some trauma, that's mainly what I'll be trying to express about getting over crazy stuff over your life, but still showing up for yourself and your kids and building a business online. So, the power of your story. What makes you unique? What is your superpower? That is the question. So, we're going to get into it. I'm going to leave you with 3 tips to help you with sharing your story to make sales. So if you are in network marketing, I'm pretty sure if you're watching my channel, then you are. So we are going to be talking about your results. Share how the product has made your life easier, happier, or healthier. And if you are sharing your health and wellness products, if you took it while you were going through some type of trauma, or it doesn't even have to be trauma, like it could be something like small or whatever the case may be, you can talk about your results or what led you to take those products or how it helped you, get over that. So that's tip number 1. Talk about your results and how it has made your life easier. That way you can relate to people, because if somebody's going through the same thing you're going through and you feel like you can help them, there's a connection right there. So, and tip number 2, use I, not you. So I see a lot of network marketers talking about, you should take this. This is what you need, and this is going to make your life happen. And you. First of all, we already know there's a lot of information on the internet telling you what you need, what you can do, what you can't do. Like, no, you can use the word I. It's okay, because if you don't want to talk about yourself, it's like, how are you really going to sell your results? You have to talk about yourself. So use the word I. And prime example, you could say, I love how this gives me energy. You notice how it says me gives me energy? So when people hear that, they be like, oh, really? That gave her energy? I want energy too. Instead of saying like, buy this drink, it'll give you a lot of energy. Well, first of all, we need to know, is it going to give a real human some results? So use I, not you. And tip number 3, be real, not perfect. I'm not going to lie, I'm very subconscious about my hair, but that doesn't mean that I can show up and try to be somebody else I'm not. Like, what you get on this camera is what you're going to get in real life. I'm not really a makeup girly. I wasn't always into like mean girl drama and having a whole bunch of girlfriends and all that stuff. Like, no, I was always had like, a couple girlfriends here and there, but I was definitely a party girl. But at the same time, I was always more of kind of reserved in the way too, So it's okay. Be real. How you are offline is how you could be online. Just share your personality, and people need to catch your vibe and see if you the real deal if you're selling them products. So be real and share your ups and downs with people. I pretty much am getting into like walking on my Instagram stories about, what's going on throughout my day, or, 1 or 2 stories, because sometimes I hide behind the screen too. I'm not going to lie. Like, I get very in my head like, oh, nobody cares, nobody listens. But if you share your ups and downs while you're doing what you do, people can relate to that too. And they probably eventually will ask you for your product information. I'm a dancer. But before we get back to that episode, I want to mention that I created a mom's marketing mastermind only for women in network marketing. So if you need help being consistent, or you want some consistency tips to help you grow online, without burnout. If you would like to know what content that converts without sales scripts, turn that content into customers, this group will be for you. Also, I'm going to teach you how to show up on video, being confident, and we also have weekly Zoom hangouts with me and other moms, so you can show up every single week, sharing your ideas, struggles, whatever you want to get off of your chest. I have monthly challenges and fun prizes, so it is a safe space for strategy, support, and accountability. So if that sounds like that could be for you, check the link in the description, and I'll see you inside. Now let's get back to the episode. So it doesn't always have to be product dumping all over your social media. Share your personality, share what you like, share what you're into, and that type of thing, so people can connect with you. And also, people connect with honesty more than a sales pitch. So I was on a sales call. I didn't think of it going into this in my head like, oh, she's about to buy my press-ons. No, I got on the call. I asked her like maybe 3 to 5 questions about, it was kind of like a market research call, but I sold to her because I told her why I started my business or how I got into the press-on nails, and I shared my story, and I listened to what she needed first, and I made 2 sales. I sold 2 sets of nails on that call, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I did it, you know what I'm saying? So the whole month of June, I believe, or was it July? I always forget, either June or July, I made a total of 13 new customers in 1 month, all because I wanted to jump on the sales call. I wanted to be real. I wanted to share my story. I wanted to connect with a real human being outside of just typing on a device, And I'm getting more comfortable with sharing and talking about my products in person. So if you are on that track right now, kudos to you. Shout out to you, because it's not easy, especially if you have an online business and that's how you make your money. It'll kind of get hard. Like, oh my gosh, I have to talk about these products outside of online. Yeah, you can make money that way too. So I learned a lot. I'm just willing to share with you what I know and what actually works too at the same time, because I study a lot. This is my passion. I love network marketing. I've been doing it for a long time. I've made money. I've lost money. But that doesn't stop me. Like, I know what it takes. I know the power of residual income. I know the power of making money in your sleep. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.